What's up, gangsters, and welcome back for another video. It's your boy. It's the Bald Man Wanderer, and yeah, I'm fresh at the gym. I've had a nice session. I'll tell you, I've been pumping, I've been gaining. I've actually never been this fit in my life. I have really been up in the reps and up in the weight. But that's just me. I hope you lot have been down the gym today, and I hope you are like up in your red meat consumption, getting rid of all that biscuit and cake crap, everything that is just garbage. Get it out your life. Um, let's go. We're going for dealing with money, and yeah, it's a video. It's not a video I've seen, but it is a channel I've seen before. I've watched Dylan, and I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to hate people, but I stopped watching because he's too much hype. Too much hype. And like one of the last videos I watched actually was was BBAI, who they weren't doing very well. They'd just done released their earnings and they dropped a bit. And like even Dylan admitted, like BBAI is not looking good. Like they got a lot to do. And he didn't say that he was down and out, but he was not convinced at the time. But one thing I do know, Dylan has been in the market a long, long time, and he has been, you know, making money, making lots of money. And that is what life is about, making money, because you need money to make money. BBI today, as of 28th of May, it's like 4.38. I've seen it at like 7 before. It's not nothing crazy. Like there's too many good stocks out there, and BBAI have not shown any income that I can see. Anyway, let's see what this guy Dylan has got to say. Dylan with money. He's got 20k subscribers. You know, he's got a following. I'd be happy with 20k subscribers.
How are you doing? I hope everyone is well. Talking about Big Bear, talking about a few other stocks that I don't normally talk about, but we gotta talk about them. Big Bear is making a run. It is alive. We are doing good here. It seems like we're back in the market again, and not that we left here lately, but the market is strong. The market is running, and it's really this place of, are we going to see another slide before we get to another high? It's really hard to say, but right now,
The market is definitely 100% strong. That is something I can guarantee there. Do I think there's going to be a slide? I think it's looking not likely, to be honest. I do not think it's going to be much of a slide if there is one. Yeah, there may well be one, but I just don't think it'll be big. That's just my assumption. That's based on what I'm thinking.
we're about we're like 2 weeks out, barely 2 weeks from this SpaceX inclusion into the market. So this is going to be a lot of money shift. It's going to be a lot of new money. It's going to be really crazy. It's going to be one of the biggest celebrations in the market. It's going to drive the market up. Don't think for a second when SpaceX comes to this market that the well is going to be dry in the stock market. The stock market is probably going to be going ballistic. I think SpaceX is more, Tesla is more than likely going to be $500, if not really close to $500. I'm going to swing trade out of that in the next 2 weeks. So it's exciting. It's really exciting here. But talking about Big Bear, talking about INFQ here, inflection, I think
I'm really looking forward to that SpaceX. I'm not gonna buy anything, but there's a lot of people who are just saying it is gonna flop.
money to be had. I think there is a lot of run left here, and let's get into it. So first things first here, I want to talk about these. Marvell has come out with quarterlies. They were good, they were great, and they were 2.42 billion here. So fantastic, great, hit expectation, beat expectation, did all what they needed to do here, and it's continuing to ride here. And obviously they've got deals coming, they've got bigger deals coming here, money's flowing in.
Money is flowing into AI. I want to hear him speaking about BBAI, to be honest. But Marvell of, we can have a quick look. Marvell Technology. 198. Yeah, doing okay, but I mean, as of today, it's pretty red. You know what I mean? Pretty red indeedy.
100%. It's really this place too of like, it really is interesting because we know that, Palantir is in this place too. Marvell is at this $200 range. I'm curious to see if there's going to be some consolidation into a 180 zone. I don't know. We'll see. We haven't really been here. These are all new levels for Marvell, so we'll really see what happens here. That was a $100 stock just a moment ago. But it's going to be interesting where it lands here. And talking about Palantir, we had a lot of articles come out today. There was like this broad scheme on software stocks where Anthropic did more. Anthropic's going crazy, and that's the thing. Like I can't deny it. I'm not going to deny it. I'm going to be drinking the juice of Anthropic when they come to the market. I'm going to have my mouth under the water, the slushy machine of Anthropic here. I'm going to be buying as much as I can.
Anthropic Claude AI, right? I haven't really heard too much about that. So, are they coming public? Because I didn't think they were. Let's see. Considering going public with potential IPO targeted for October. Anthropic, that's Claude. That's the one recently where Microsoft has asked people to not use it because it's way too expensive. So that'll be interesting. Another interesting thing to look out for.
They're killing it from what we're being told now. When they become a public traded company here later in the year, we'll know a lot more here. But they are partnering, they're getting deals, they're making money. I mean, it's crazy. But software stocks kind of got attacked today because it was like a couple of articles came out where they were like, Anthropic's really the only one. They're just killing it. Kind of like the Michael Berry spin we've been hearing here. And that's true. They're doing great. And I don't want to take anything away from Anthropic, but it kind of drove down some software stocks here, not just.
All I know is Anthropic, whoever is absolutely knocking it out of the ballpark, you got the shovels and picks, you know what I mean? You got the data centers, you got the cooling stocks, you got the chip makers. So there's just too much money to be made everywhere.
Palantir, but talking about Palantir especially, Palantir's anchored in at this 130 zone, and I'm still so bullish on Palantir. Until Palantir starts to show pushback, why are we upset about this? I mean, the growth is crazy, and that's the thing. If Palantir was, if this was 10 years ago and Palantir was this software company that was growing at this rate, this would probably be a $500 stock because people would be like, this is the craziest thing. But now there's just so much competition with attention in the stock market. People have kind of moved into other areas. There's only so.
It's about momentum. That's the thing. If you look at MVTS, I mean, the company is producing like next to no profits. I mean, it's not even profitable at this point. But they're at $30. They've just had a massive run. And that is like what? It's about a quarter, almost a quarter of Palantir in terms of price. Palantir has just had its moment. It'll come back. It's just a matter of when. Is it gonna like come down a lot more? Like when people start noticing, oh, it's $100. Ooh, that looks good. That's when you're gonna buy in. It's all momentum. Honestly, the stock barely matters. I mean, it matters kind of because everyone's just playing the AI play, but you could do it with any stock. Could be Walmart if anyone wanted to, but
So much money in the market, and that's why I said when SpaceX comes to the market here soon, you're going to see huge shifts. I think most of the money and most of the attention is going to go to SpaceX and Tesla, because we know Tesla's going to be like the pool underneath the waterfall. Everything extra is going to be going to Tesla here. With that too, Intel, I'm going to.
depends what sort of a trade you are. Honestly, I'm not a big player. Like I don't have like huge amounts. Like I have got small holdings in two companies, two only, because that's how much dash I've got. But I've got my ambition set for these. These are the ones I'm going for. Like if I made like some decent amount of cash from these two, and it's HIV and Kill, like if I was able to like make a decent chunk, then there's definitely other companies that I would want to buy. I would definitely want to buy Tesla, but at $400, it doesn't seem worth it to me because I'm not a big player, you know? Like even if I just put in $400, would I make as much money as if I put $400 into like a cheaper stock? I don't think so.
To tell you right now, I did something today. Um, I bought 20 shares of Intel. I bought 20 shares. I think Intel is going to go back to 130. I think it's going to go to 140. And I think this may happen here soon because of the connection.
I think Intel's gonna blow up. I think it's gonna go way past like 200. So yeah, definitely a buy for me.
With Tesla, SpaceX, everything that's happening here, I think Intel might continue to go up. Now, obviously, for the person yelling at me and calling me a complete moron, saying, you're buying this way over value price, I know.
Overvalued means nothing anymore. It's like you read these books. It's like I had what's his bloody name? Berkshire Hathaway guy. Like I had his book, and it's all about this rule, that rule, that rule. Like very specific rules about company value. But it doesn't matter anymore. Like it just doesn't. Momentum, people. Momentum. If the company is absolute trash, you could still buy it. And if everyone else is buying it, you're still gonna do well.
I know I know, but everything that's coming here, this is why this is moving up. And two, this is just a complete feeding frenzy. And these things like this in Intel, these are the biggest moves. Stuff like these are the things that have made me the most wealth in the market, 100%. These are the GameStop. These are the AMC moments. These are like the get in, take a ride, and get out while you can. Now, is Intel going to work? Is this going to actually be a business that does well into the future? From what we could tell evidence-wise, yeah. I mean, this administration, like they've said, they're not going to let Intel fail. They want them to be the next big chip maker here in America. Could that happen? Sure, why not? It definitely could. And two, I think that's what a lot of people are betting on here, and that's why I don't see Intel.
Why would the government buy the shares other than to like pump the market? But 100%, they will do well.
Even if we do see a slippage here back into the 110s, I think it's just going to be a place where people load up again. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I would.
And if you're worried about it going to 110, I mean, yeah, it might drop, but that's where you want to buy.
I would buy more because I know what's coming here. I think by the end of the year, Intel may be stupid expensive, just off of what if. All right, so talking about inflection.
What are you going on to now? Let's just do a bit of research into Intel. Intel. What makes them a good buy? Why did the government buy them? See, I say it's all about momentum, but I mean, it's about momentum in stocks that, yeah. There's some, like, it's betting on the future, right, when they've got nothing, but then some is betting on reality as well. So, yeah, it doesn't matter about, like, the stock a bit. Yeah, just contradict myself, why don't I? Intel is seen as a good buy because it is central to the AI chip boom. Is regaining ground in CPUs and is building a massive US manufacturing footprint. Yeah, so it's chips. It's all chips again. 8.5 billion in funding to Intel. That was Biden Harris. That was a long time ago. And lots of expansion, national security. The US wants secure domestic production. Yeah, so it's the US wants it, the government wants it, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So Intel is 100% a good buy. If you got any money, I'd put it in definitely. Um, Revenue grew 7% to 13.6 billion. Data centers and AI revenue, so they're doing data centers. They're all in that AI business. Yeah, they're good, folks. They're good.
Inflection here. I want to go into this first. Now, if you don't know, okay, so inflection right now is in this.
Never heard of Inflection. He does know something. It's good to watch these people. It's good to watch people. I haven't watched him for a long time, but he knows like some hot stocks, you know. Well, he knows some different stocks. It's not necessarily they're going to be good because, yeah.
Square. It's in this bubble right now that could either hold, do more, which I'm kind of suspicious.
It can either go up or it could go down, people. It could be either way, either way.
That it will do more, but I am a little worrisome that these are new levels, these are new highs. People may get, impatient, take the money and run. We're going to see what happens here. But
the hell is inflection? I've never heard of inflection. Inflection stock. Inflection AI has no stock. What the fuck is that? Shut up, Copilot. You're stupid. Inflection Inc. What? What? Honestly, there's something about Copilot on the computer. I swear it's dumb. Inflection Inc. stock. What the hell? Honestly, I don't know why. Like on my phone, it's smarter. INFQ stock. I'm gonna have to change bloody AI. I really just when I do these videos anyway. If it's gonna keep doing dumb stuff like this. Inflection. MYSE. A neutral atom quantum technology company, quantum computing. That is not my thing. Well, there's too many good companies. The thing is, like, why diversify into everything? I'm not a huge diversify thing. I'm more, I find the company with the fundamentals that I think is going to do very well. Chuck it in. But then I guess the more money you have, if I had like $100,000 portfolio, okay, I'd be experimenting a bit more. And one day, hopefully, if you're out there, big man, I would love to have $100,000 to play with.
This is the Trump push right now, what we're watching. And I do think that a lot of these quantum computing companies, that what we've seen here, these could be somewhat of baby Intel kind of situations where I don't know that they're going to go to like $100 this year, but I do think a lot of these handful of publicly traded quantum computing stocks like D-Wave, Inflection here, Rigetti, I know you're yelling at me, very serious, and he's very happy to buy because attached to it. I think it's going to be a massive business thinking here later in the future. All right, talking about.
I'm Matt Harris and I'm based in Berkshire.
About beautiful Big Bear here. So
Big Bear AI. My opinion is it's not the best stock. It's not for me. Not yet. Not yet. Just like the quantum. I couldn't be asked to watch his quantum, but I'm going to see what he's saying about BBAI.
So Big Bear, this is a great looking build out we're seeing here, 100%. Big Bear.
What is he looking at that I'm not seeing? Based on this, and it's been at 4 for a long time. They're not making any money. They're not announcing anything crazy. And if you don't know about BBAI, there's some sort of debate whether they're doing defense stuff, and like if the government does, and it's quite possible they will do well, but they've got a long way to go. If the government keeps firing contracts at them, like they need to go like Palantir level to explode, but they're just not getting those huge ones at the minute. Whatever happened, I wasn't even around at Palantir time, but there's some hope that this is the next Palantir, but I'm not convinced.
If you were with Big Bear last year, you're looking at this chart right now and you're going, this is looking awfully familiar of what we've dealt with in the past with Big Bear. It's alive. It's come out of the cave. It's come out of hibernation here. Cliche, I know, but we're seeing it here. So these bubbles I have here, these are great bubbles because, obviously the first one here is when we came back from that drop in the market. And that drop was just an organic drop. That was the drop of, a week and a half ago where, it wasn't even that long, somewhat. But we came off Q1's incredible highs and the market kind of just cooled down for a moment, and then the market came back. We had boom, Big Bear jumped back into this 460.
I wonder what that big drop was. I don't know what sort of chart he's looking at, like price. Oh, that's just May. Okay, it's May. Like that's 1 month. Imagine, look at them trades that you could have done. Like sell up there, boom, drop. Go back in, sell up there, boom, drop. You'd like double, triple your money, Like if you drew in the lines, whatever you want to call it. I'm so technical. Drew in the trend lines, slightly down, slightly down. So, and then this one goes all the way down. That's nasty. Trend lines here. I'd say that's going down to, if I was gonna guess, it's going down to 415. That's just my expert analysis based on how, uh, up and down that is. It's a nice chart actually. Looking at that.
60 for a split second. People obviously had sales already set up. It sold off aggressively. And then we've traveled back down to this 410. People, they bought right there, the big buy. And now we have moved back up just into this beautiful range of, essentially 450. So this is really interesting where we're at right now. And Big Bear is trying hard as it can right now to get to $5. And this is honestly, out of the last 6 months of watching Big Bear, this is one of the few times that I actually feel comfortable saying this is the best place Big Bear's been because the market strength is there. This is a very healthy market. If this...
The market strength is there, but it's not making all-time highs. People aren't convinced, dude. They're not convinced. No. No.
Run...
It's like bloody Soundhound. People aren't convinced about that either. It's not moving.
If we were dealing with the market of 2 months ago, I'd have been like, be careful. I don't know if this is going to hold, but where the market is right now, this is a very comfortable place with Big Bear. And, it's crazy to say this, but, we're getting into the place of where we're going to be talking about quarterlies here soon again, and what's that going to look like? Big Bear right now, if it could just stay on this path of getting into, quarterlies that are just at least beating expectation. That is the main thing. If not, just nothing under expectation. That's really what we need right now. Big Bear has to at least keep coming out with something that is.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. 100%. Maybe one day they're going to explode. So yeah, let's just keep checking the quarterlies. See what's happening. Look at Big Bear AI website. I haven't been on there for a long time, but earning release PDF. Gosh, is this going to be an absolute mission of what we got here? So, ooh, that's way too much. I ain't looking at that stuff. I ain't going through that. I ain't looked at it. I haven't thought about it. So, news and events, that's what I want. Bad timing. If phone's going off. So, Big Bear AI, international shipping compliance announcement, first deployment. A specialized defense technology company provide mission-ready AI for national security and trade travel. It's a shipping thing. I don't know whether there's huge money in the shipping thing. AI-powered supply chain security platform. Yeah, so they've had stuff like this going on a while, but I don't know. It's worth looking into yourself if you've never done it before. All right. So look, peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Au revoir.